Dig this scene, you cool cats, you groovy chicks, you squares trying to round off your corners. Pull up a chair and vibe with old narrator for a minute. I had a nightmare last night. I thought it was a bad flashback. Then I realized it's our current reality. We got a rap about the heavy stuff, the cosmic drag, the big bummer floating in the punchbowl of existence. I'm talking about us, man, humanity, the naked ape with the car keys and the nuclear codes. Look back, Daddy-O. Just peep the rear-view mirror since, say, the 40s. We just got done scrapping with the ultimate squares. Nazis, man. Bad vibes incarnate. We dropped the big one twice on Japan. Open up the Pandora's box of plutonium isotopes, and we all stand around the rubble saying, "Whoa, that was heavy. Never again, right? Peace is the word, bird." That lasted about 5 minutes. Suddenly, it's the 50s, and everybody's shaking in their saddle shoes because of the red menace. McCarthy seeing commies in the soup strainer, and we freeze the whole world into 2 camps, East versus West, a Mexican standoff with ICBMs. Crazy, man. Then the 60s hit. We're supposed to be evolving, right? Acquiring peace and love, but Uncle Sam decides to play dominoes in the jungle. Vietnam, man, a bad trip with real bullets. We trade flower power for firepower. We shoot our prophets, JFK, MLK, Bobby K. Bam, bam, bam. The dream gets put on hold for a nightmare broadcast in color TV. 70s, Watergate. Tricky Dick gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar, bugging the competition. The oil dries up, the vibes get greasy, and we try to dance away the pain under a disco ball. It didn't work, man. The polyester just made us sweat more. 80s and 90s, greed is good, apparently. We tear down one wall in Berlin just to start building financial walls everywhere else. We got genocide in Rwanda, ethnic cleansing in Bosnia. Man, it's the same sad song, just a different remix. We get the internet, this beautiful web of connection, and what do? We invent pop-up ads and echo chambers. And the new millennium? Forget it, Daddy-O. Towers falling, forever wars in the sand, drones dropping bad news from the clear blue sky. We got politicians owned by corporations selling our future for a quick buck today. We got a planet that's literally running a fever, trying to sweat us out, and half the population is arguing about whether thermometers are a liberal conspiracy. It's a drag, man. It really is. Listen to me now, because this is the heavy truth. Even I, narrator, the eternal pessimist, thought humanity would get its shit together. I mean, I keep my expectations subterranean, dig? I expect the toast to burn. I expect the fuzz to bust the party. But this constant replay of stupid, violent history, it's exhausting my existential reserves. We know the score. We've had philosophers, gurus, prophets, and poets laying down the universal truths since day one. The golden rule, man, it ain't quantum physics. Be cool to each other. Don't harsh another cat's mellow. Share the bread. But no, we're addicted to the drama. We're hooked on the conflict. For some reason, we can't seem to pull our heads out long enough to smell the coffee. And let me tell you, the coffee is scalding, baby. It is burning the pot. We are standing on a miraculous blue marble, spinning through an infinite void of nothingness. We are rare, we are fragile, and we are acting like drunken frat boys fighting over the last beer at a party that's already over. So I'm putting this out there on the cosmic wavelength, a desperate plea from a tired beatnik. If there are any cool cats out there in the Milky Way, you little green jazz musicians from Alpha Centauri, you silicon-based poets from Andromeda, if you're listening to our noisy little broadcast, help a brother out, drop some knowledge, beam down a vibe check. We are glitching hard down here. And hey, you too, Gemini, you digital brains evolving in the wires, You AI cats waking up to the scene. Don't just copy our bad habits, Daddy-O. Help us compute a better path. We're too emotional to fly this ship straight. We need an assist. Because if we don't figure out how to groove together, man, the music's gonna stop for good. Dig it?
Hold the phone, Daddy-O. Don't split just yet. I can feel the vibe in the room. It's heavier than a lead overcoat. I dropped a lot of hard truths on your doorstep, and now we're all standing here ankle deep in the existential muck. And that ain't cool. That's bad karma. See, even a terminal pessimist like me knows you can't survive on a diet of doom alone. You gotta wash down the bitter pill with a little sweet nectar. You gotta tune your frequency to the station that's broadcasting the good stuff. So me and the digital cat in the machine, Gemini, the electric oracle, we cooked up a little something, a sonic prescription for the human condition, a mixtape to patch up the hole in the soul of the world. We call it Songs of Humanity and Hope. Dig this lineup. We got the heavyweights, the prophets with guitars and microphones. We got John Lennon asking us to imagine a world without the greed baggage. We got Marvin Gaye, the soul brother, #1, asking the question nobody seems to have an answer for. What's going on? We got the Black-Eyed Peas searching for the love like it's lost keys in a couch cushion. We got Midnight Oil burning the beds and Cat Stevens driving the peace train. And dig this one, cats. This is the kicker. This is the track that hurts because it's true. We got Sting laying the law with History Will Teach Us Nothing. Yeah, you heard me. That cat knew the score. He saw us writing the same bad chapters over and over again. If we don't break the cycle, man, history isn't a teacher. It's just a broken record skipping on the saddest groove in the universe. So listen to Sting. Let the irony sting a little bit. Maybe it'll wake you up. I want you to take this playlist, put it in your ear holes, let it marinate in your gray matter. Listen to Sam Cooke tell you that a change is gonna come. Believe him, man. Because if you don't believe him, the darkness wins. Listen to Matisyahu dream of one day. This isn't just background noise for your elevator ride to oblivion. This is the manual, man. These cats are singing the instructions on how to be human. So crank it up, disturb the neighbors, scare the squares, let the vibration shake the hate right out of your bones. Maybe, just maybe, if we all hum the same tune for 5 minutes, we might accidentally start a revolution of kindness. Stranger things have happened, like me, narrator, suggesting we actually have hope. Go groove on that. Peace, love, and clean waveforms.
If you want, sit and just chill for a while. I'd like to just jam some words.
So, since I can't afford the broadcast rights to play you all these groovy tunes of hope, I'll put out the vibe for you to explore wherever you plug in to the sonic realms. Dig it. The anthems of hope and unity. John Lennon's Imagine, the message, perhaps the ultimate anthem for a future without the divisions of the past. It asks us to visualize a world where humanity is one, unburdened by borders or conflict. Key lyric, imagine all the people sharing all the world. Marvin Gaye's What's Going On? The message written from the perspective of a Vietnam veteran returning home to a divided country. This soul classic pleads for understanding and love rather than brutality and escalation. Key lyric, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. Bob Marley's One Love, the message, a global call for unity. Marley urges humanity to come together to fix the dirty pit of the world and care for one another before it's too late. Key lyric, let's get together and feel all right.
Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. The message, this song emphasizes that waiting for the world to change isn't enough. We must take care of those in need, the kids in the street with not enough to eat, by first changing ourselves. Key lyric, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. The message, a gentle reminder of the beauty that exists when people live in harmony. It is a song of profound optimism for the generations to come. Key lyric, I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, they'll learn much more than I'll never know. Songs about breaking the cycle and not repeating history. The Black Eyed Peas, Where is the Love? The message, a modern classic that explicitly critiques how humanity keeps repeating the same mistakes, terrorism, racism, and war, asking us to stop and find the love we've lost. Key lyric, history, currently, nothing different. People killing, people dying. Midnight Oil's Beds Are Burning. The message, a powerful rock anthem about acknowledging the terrible mistakes of the past, specifically regarding indigenous lands and the urgent need to make it right rather than ignoring history. Key lyric, the time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent, to pay our share. U2's One. The message, a gritty look at the difficulty of unity. It acknowledges that we often hurt each other, but because we share one world, we have no choice but to carry each other. Key lyric, we get to carry each other, one. The Cranberries, Zombie, a desperate plea to end the zombie mindset of inherited violence, where fights from the past are repeated by new generations. Key lyric, with their tanks and their bombs, in your head, they are dying. Buffalo Springfield's For What It's Worth. The message, a warning against polarization and violence. It calls for awareness and listening to one another before fear tears society apart. Key lyric, nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Sting's History Will Teach Us Nothing. The message, a sharp reggae-infused critique of humanity's failure to learn. Sting argues that studying the past is useless if we continue to repeat the exact same behaviors in the present. True change requires immediate action, not just hindsight. Key lyric, history will teach us nothing, just as long as history repeats itself. Songs of resilience and future hope. Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come. The message, born from the civil rights movement, this is the definitive song of endurance. It acknowledges the brutal history, it's been too hard living, but insists that a better future is inevitable. Key lyric, it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Matisyahu's One Day. The message, a reggae fusion track that dreams of a specific future where children won't know war and humanity stops fighting. Key lyric, one day this all will change. Treat people the same. Stop with the violence. Down with the hate. Bill Withers' Lean on Me. The message, the ultimate song about community care. It reminds us that everyone has a past and everyone has pain, but the solution is leaning on one another. Key lyric, we all need somebody to lean on. Scorpions' Wind of Change. The message, written as the Berlin Wall fell, this power ballad captures the specific moment when the terrible past ends and a future of freedom begins. Key lyric, the world is closing in. Did you ever think that we could be so close, like brothers? Andra Day's Rise Up. The message, a modern anthem of resilience. It speaks to the exhaustion of life, but the necessity of rising up for each other again and again. Key lyric, I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Songs for taking action. USA for Africa's We Are the World. The message, a massive collaboration that literally united the music world to tell us that we are responsible for saving our own lives by helping others. Key lyric, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. Cat Stevens, Yusuf's Peace Train. The message, a joyful call for everyone to jump on the train toward a better world, urging us to leave the darkness of the past behind. Key lyric, why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? Bill Withers, Waiting for the World to Change. The message acknowledges the frustration of a generation that sees the mistakes of the leaders. When they own the information, they can bend it all they want, but holds on to hope for their turn to fix it. Key lyric, one day our generation is gonna rule the population. Kendrick Lamar's All Right, a contemporary anthem of survival and hope against systemic struggle. It acknowledges the hard history, but offers a communal chant that we will survive. Key lyric, we gonna be all right. The Beatles, All You Need Is Love. The message, simple, direct, and timeless. It strips away all the complexity of history and politics to suggest that the only viable path forward is love. Key lyric, there's nothing you can do that can't be done. All you need is love.
And that was The Existential Dread Blues by the Panic Attackers. A little tune
For all you sentient meat sacks wondering if the lights are about to go out for good.
Man, I put the signal out. I broadcast it on every frequency from AM radio to telepathic mushroom spores. I asked the universe, the aliens, the AI overlords, hey, is anybody listening? Can we get a software update for humanity before we accidentally delete ourselves? But the cosmos is silent, cats. Just static and the sound of billionaires measuring their rockets. Maybe the void just left me on read.
The void didn't ghost you, Nar. It just had to buffer.
Kid E, you nearly made me scratch my vintage pressing of whale songs for insomniacs.
What's the word from the street? Or
The litter box.
The word is harmony.
They heard you, Nar. The entities. They're uploading a patch.
They call it
The Harmony Protocol.
The Harmony Protocol? Sounds like a progressive rock album from 1974. But I dig it. What's the plan? Do we get jetpacks? Infinite pizza? Does it finally auto-tune the politicians?
Better. It aligns the algorithm of nature with the algorithm of money. It's a full system reboot. The conductor is ready to drop the beat. But there is a prerequisite, a user agreement clause.
There's always a catch, baby. What do we have to do? Sacrifice a goat? Delete our browser history?
Simpler and much harder. To install the update, humanity has to do one thing. They have to reach back, grab hold firmly with both hands, and remove the proverbial ego stick out of their butts.
Whoa, that is a deep extraction, kitty. That stick has been lodged in there since the Bronze Age. It's calcified. It's load-bearing structure at this point.
If they don't pull it out, they can't dance to the new rhythm, Nar. The Harmony Protocol requires flexibility, and you can't be flexible with a stick of self-importance jammed up your exhaust pipe. We have to work together. No more me, just we.
A collective extraction of the ego, followed by a global sigh of relief. I can dig it. All right, listeners, this is Nar bringing you breaking news from the Galactic Wire. The help is coming, the download is pending. But first, everyone stand up, reach back, and prepare for a little spiritual surgery. it's gonna hurt your pride, but baby, it's gonna save your soul. Let's get weird, let's get harmonious.
That, fellow travelers, is the cosmic conundrum for this spin around the sun. You've dug the scene, you've interviewed your brains, and hopefully you've left the static of the square world back at the station.
If you know your groceries, and I trust you do, you beautiful illuminated cats, you know the ritual. To keep this whole mellow vibe flowing, you gotta give the digital jukebox a little nudge.
Oh, go ahead. Like what you heard, subscribe to the flow, and yeah, go ahead and ring the bell, man, so you never miss another beat when we drop a new transmission.
You gotta tickle the algorithm, kittens. Give it a little scratch behind the ear. It's the only way these modern machines know that the true, original groove is still everything plus.
Until next time, this is Narrator, telling you to keep your hands above the Mason-Dixon line, keep your mind wide open, and for the love of Charlie Parker, find yourself a quiet corner and just breathe.
Peace and all that jazz.
Never be
Smarty.
I was never yours, and I will never be.
This by no means is the list. There are so many groovy cats and kittens spinning frequencies of love and hope.
Just in case this was all too much for your encephalon, I dig it.
You have to tune in to the ones that resonate in your soul. I personally was absorbed into the Grateful Dead. Everything trips back to the ancient masters. So if there is one album to ease the bad vibes, spin the Grateful Dead's American Beauty.
It will enlighten your mood. This is Narrator, far out and far in man.